And welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam. In the state of Alabama, it's getting help from Aunt Alabama. And Alabama is a wonderful state because we have the Alabama Securities Commission. Today, Joe Borg is here. And Joe, you are a state agency, but you're self-reliant. You don't take a cent of state money.
That's correct. We're self-funded. We generate our own funds, and we actually generate a nice profit for the state.
Mm-hmm. You put money back into the state.
We do, about
one of the rare
$1 million
ones
a month.
there. All the services that you have here are made free to the citizens of Alabama.
Absolutely.
And especially seniors. Mm-hmm. You know, Joe, we've heard this old adage, I can't believe it happened to me. Well, around the country, it happens, but in Alabama, we're getting scammed pretty heavily, aren't we?
You know, I think seniors are such a target audience right now for scamsters. Let's think about it. We're in the middle of a pandemic. They're all home alone. The grandkids can't come visit. The kids can't come visit. You know, you're stuck with a phone and a TV.
And an internet.
And an internet,
yes,
in most cases. And the bottom line is that they're vulnerable. They're lonely. And they're worried. Mm-hmm. Health insurance, financial matters, retirement, and the kids aren't around as much. They can't be. It's not that they don't want to be, but yeah, so this is a environment that encourages scamsters and crooks to go after our most vulnerable population, our seniors.
And we need to let our viewers know that at the Alabama Securities Commission, you have an actual thing called ConWatch, which is part of your site.
Yes, thanks for bringing that up.
How does a person access that?
ConWatch is available right front on our website. So you can go to our website at www.alabama.asc.alabama.gov.
And we've got that on the screen.
Yep. And you can take a look, and you'll see the ConWatch. It looks like a guy with binoculars.
Oh, good.
And it flashes. And that's our latest scam. So,
yep.
And if you just want something interesting to read.
Scam,
yeah, the latest. Or
breaking news.
It is. Yeah. It is. And unfortunately, a lot of those scams are targeted against seniors. Mm-hmm. So ConWatch is one way to sort of see what's going on in the state. What cases have we brought? What's out there? Now, there's plenty of information on our website. You want to learn something about stocks and bonds, or you just want to see some of the criminal cases we brought, just scroll through and you'll find a lot of interesting information.
Mm-hmm. And recently, obviously, I wasn't the victim, but I got approached by supposedly the Alabama Power Company. They didn't pay a bill. And that should be on ConWatch to let our seniors know that if the power company calls you, don't listen.
Well, look.
From that aspect.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The crooks will use anything that's out there that's a problem, that's an issue, to try and scare folks into parting with their wallets, okay? Whether it's a phony claim that you haven't paid your power bill, or it's a phony claim that, you're going to run out of money in your retirement account, so you ought to buy cryptocurrency, for example, or something of that matter. You've got to do your own homework. And just because somebody calls you and says something doesn't mean it's true. Mm-hmm. And you've got to do your own investigation. And if you're not sure, call us at 1-800-222-1253. And if it's not us, we'll get you to the right place.
Well, 2020 was, for lack of a better word, in Chinese, it's the year of the tiger. That was the year of the COVID.
It sure was.
Everybody was concerned about COVID. And in June of 2020, you guys actually had a scam that pertained to COVID along with crypto.
We actually have a number of scams that combine, they're either COVID, crypto, or some combination. Mm-hmm. Look, the best scams are ripped right out of the headlines. What's in the headlines? COVID.
Yes.
So we had a bunch of COVID scams, and you can go through our website and take a look, whether it's phony cures, phony remedies, invest in a new vaccine. Now, we have vaccines, but back then, in the early part of 2020, we didn't have them.
Right.
Those were scams. Now, we're seeing scams that say, hey, there's another better vaccine coming out, and if you put your money in this, you can reap the benefits of that.
Yes.
And a lot of these are phony. But here's the thing. Remember that if you're getting a call or you see something on the internet and they're promising you something that just doesn't make sense, you mean I'm going to triple my money in a month or a day or a year? Well, why are you so lucky, Jack? Why are you getting that offer? Chances are it's not for true. Now, the thing to do is do your homework. If it's an investment, people want to get your money because you're going to make money, call us first. Everybody that sells an investment has to have a license from us. I don't care if they're in Alabama or Alaska or Canada or Zimbabwe. If they want to sell in Alabama, they got to have a license. So does the company. And then the product that they want to sell has to be either exempt, in other words, we've said, yeah, that one's okay, or they're registered.
And you do a great investigation on the product, to be sure.
Absolutely.
Your organization does.
Absolutely. So any Alabamian can call us at 1-800-222-1253 and say, I got a call from this guy named Jack Galassini who wants to sell me an investment in something. Whatever it might be. And we can say, oh, let's look him up. We don't have a license for Mr. Galassini, so hold on to your wallet. Somebody's trying to get into it.
Amen. Joe, thanks so much.
Always a pleasure,
Great.
Jack.
And just remember this, the Alabama Securities Commission is here for you. They're a state agency. All their services are free to the citizens of Alabama. We'll be right back right after this.